Wullie, a point away from home. Are you happier with that today?
Happier, but as I said to the boys in there, it wouldn't have took too much to be happier than last week, because last week just wasn't acceptable. Coming up here, it was going to be a tough venue. I just felt it was said it to Stuart and his team as well, I just thought it was a game lacking quality on both sides. If there was going to be a winner, it was going to be a 1-0 game. Somebody was going to nick it, but I think on reflection of the game, a draw is a fair result.
They're a hard team to break down. We saw it against Clyde last week, again today.
Yeah.
They are going to be hard teams to break down this season.
Yeah, listen, Montrose are a good side. I've seen a lot of their results and seen a bit of them over the last couple of years, and they're well organised. They've got a good management team, and that's what we're up against every week. I told he was right at the start, it's going to be a tough league, and no game would be easy. And coming up here, I want to approach every game to win, and if you don't win the game, don't lose it. But like I said, there's pleasing points in terms of being harder to break down ourselves, because that was the big thing. Because we talk about other teams being hard to break down, I feel that at times we're too easy, we're too soft, we're too open. I felt that we did the basics a lot better today, and then it was just the final quality that let us down.
It was a goalless game, so after last week losing 4, to come here and keep a clean sheet must be pleasing for you to see that. Yeah,
well, you got to take the positives where they are, and the clean sheet on the road is a positive. 3 points would have been great, and that's what we were looking for. But to come up here, not conceding, go down the road with a point, it's something to build on. Because when I touched on every game is going to be difficult. Airdrie are going to come down to ours next week. They've had a good result today. 2 wins on the bounce, they'll be confident, and we'll just have to approach that game like every other one, to win the game. Be harder to break down ourselves, and I'm proud of the players today, because we did make changes, but on the back of such a bad performance last week, a few of them showed good character to react in the way they did.
You did make 4 changes today. Some of them were enforced, obviously, but some of them.
Yeah, I could have made more, to be fair. Didn't want to disrupt it too much, because you go and make 5, 6, 7 changes, with boys not having a lot of game time previous to that, it can upset it. But I felt the changes were important, and I felt that Dom came in and did really well. And in terms of the back line, I just felt we were more solid, like you said. Eastie gives us that composure. He steps into the game well, reads the game well, gives a little bit more pace at the back as well. And then big Stuart and Morrison, solid. Listen, it wasn't a complete performance, and there's aspects to get better again and again. But like I said, it was something to build on.
Ian Wilson and Gavin making an appearance in that second half.
Another positive to take from that, because it is only half an hour and maybe 20 minutes for Gav, but it's their step up to return into the starting team, and to get the 2 players back on the pitch was a bonus. And now it's just about working hard with them during the week, getting their condition right, and trying to step up so that they can play longer, 60 minutes maybe, 75, and then getting these boys in top condition to start games.
And what about the other players? Calvin obviously going off last week. Michael, Ruth?
Yeah, Michael is training along with the physio and ourselves and the sports scientists. We're just looking after him a wee bit. We don't want him to break down again. There has been wee niggles and stuff, so when it gets to the stage where he's maybe fatigued, we drop him out, we give him a rest day, just so that we don't have reoccurring injuries. But he'll return to the group again on Monday, after working individually on Friday and this morning. Calvin, again, still a lot of swelling and bruising on the ankle, and it's ligaments rather than anything else. Sometimes that can be worse, but positive signs are he's out the boot, he's weight bearing, and he's starting to do single leg stuff as well, so it's positive.
And Josh?
I don't know. It's impact, and he's still feeling it a little bit, but I would be very surprised if I don't see him on the training pitch at some point next week.
And just back to today, a key moment was that penalty in the first half.
Yeah, I think in terms when you look at the result last week, a lot of it goes on to the back line and the goalkeeper, and it's not necessarily that. It was the whole team that didn't perform. Max showed in the shootout that he's a good penalty stopper, and he's pulled us out, because that could have been a turning point in the game. Like I said, with Montrose being a hard team to break down, that might have been the one goal that decided it, but thankfully Max kept it out, and the boys own one.
It was a very strong finish as well. Was that a sign that the players are maybe starting to get used to the battle in this division?
Hopefully. It is going to be a battle all season. I said to them at half time, I just felt that, I've touched on the fact that it's a game that didn't have a lot of quality, but I felt there wasn't enough, a lot of belief. She's boys taking it under pressure and doing things in training every day of the week, and I just seen that was missing today. But maybe that is on reflection in the game and the result last week, so hopefully that will just build up as we go, and we start getting the best out of the players again.
A wee hangover from last week, so maybe this, a point away from home on the road, a goalless draw,
yep,
will be the confidence and
the confidence that everybody needs, and I think that's, you can just take it as a building block, and we just try and add another one, and then just see how far that takes us.
You've talked about Airdrie already, but we've talked as well about how important and key home wins are.
Home games, yeah, they're crucial. You see any successful team with a good home record, and if anything, we owe our home fans. We've got a good travelling support, and that's great. But when the fans turn out at Palmerston, I don't expect many performances like last week, and we'll be looking to rectify that in front of the home fans against Airdrie.